Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back. How's it going today on this fine Tuesday? Sorry, my times are a little bit fucked up. How's it going, fellas? Welcome back. Evening. Howdy. Sorry about yesterday. I got, let's just call it bad news. And did not really feel like streaming. We can talk a little bit more about that here in a little bit. For now, though, let's do the thing. Why am I so far away? This is Tammy's stream now. Say hi, Tammy. Here we go, let me...
My stream now, bitches.
There we go. Okay. Where is my... This music. It's too quiet. Okay, let's scram. Oh. Bacon cheeseburger every time. Okay. Let's scran, shall we, fellas? First, the Hawk Burger. Chicken, beef patty, hash brown, sausage, onion rings, cheese, or the Brookie Burger. I didn't mean to click that, but it was right. Okay. Nah, dude, simple is best. American Chicken Teriyaki Bowl. Or cheeseburger. I go cheeseburger. Really? That looks like it's dry. Sensational popcorn. I mean, it's gotta be that, right? From Slovakia? Addiction obtained? Hell yeah. Nintendo Direct is today. Can't wait for Fire Emblem release date. I got bad news for you. They're not going to release that, and they're going to do a Pokemon
Yeah, but
leak
it was
instead.
an English cheeseburger.
I suppose that's true. Roast chicken dinner. I like popcorn's one of my favorites, so I don't know. Grilled cheese with chicken. That sounds really good. Or the helmet nachos. This doesn't look like a jalapeno. This looks like it's... I mean, it probably is a jalapeno, but this looks like a proper green pepper. Which is a weird way to serve it, if so. Also, in a helmet. You gotta keep the helmet, which is nice. That's too expensive, though. I go with the grilled cheese. Chicken shawarma or steak potato and Guinness pie. I think I gotta go with this, even though it has the fucking radioactive peas. This, I'm sure, is actually really good, but I'm gonna go here. Really? Okay. Oh, God. Lamb meat and chips box with barbecue sauce. That sounds great. Or... So okay. In Japan here, we have a... at, like, the convenience store, there is a sandwich. It's like a pork cutlet sandwich, which is cold. Which has functionally this here, right? It's pretty much this exact same thing, except maybe a little bit thinner, but kind of like the same thickness. And that's too much. Like, it's okay as like a one-time thing. They serve it with mustard, and it's pretty okay, but it's so much. Adding more to that is insanity to me. £3.50 though is a good deal. I'm still gonna say no though. Indian box or a pie recently thrown at a clown's face. I think I'm gonna go with the Indian box, if for no other reason than the naan bread. I love naan bread. From Wembley. Chili cheese fries. That, yeah, it looks like pretty box standard chili cheese fries. Albeit it looks like it's been left out a bit, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You're at a game. Or double bacon cheese. It's gonna be this. Gotta be. I would go the fries personally, but I think it's gonna be that. Hot dog and a beer, or ahi tuna Hawaiian bowl in Portland. Ugh. I don't know if I would eat a $16 Portland meal. I'm gonna go with this. Okay. Oh. Like... I think I go left because yeah, these are not cheesy chips, but you can take that cheese off, right? Pretty easily. This dude fucked it up with too much. If you're eating this much pepper, you deserve to be like put into the stocks and let people throw tomatoes at you. You're insane. That's insanity. All right, well. Start here. Is it Huyan Zhou? Nope, but it is a woman. It's a 5-star woman. Permanent, probably AoE, and they're a human. Permanent 5-star human? Woman. Anastasia. Single target quick. 4-star permanent. Assassin. Single target quick permanent assassin. Woman. Who are the single target women? Chio is arts. I keep wanting to say Osaka. Is it Wu? Woo. Oh, it's a 3-star, so it's a Jin K. All right. Crazy. I heard that Pochi Sensei returned her FGO salary for Archer of the End. Yeah. You could very much feel pain. Okay, who is this? Whose hair is this? Is this, like, Castor Artoria? No, this is not Takeuchi. I want to say that this is fucking... No.
Have some Pochi Sensei rolls for these harsh times.
Damaramu with the $62 donation. Some Pochi Sensei rolls, they say. You got it. This is... I will do that here after this, and then we will lock and load that. This is... They're on a beach. Summer servant. I want to say it's fucking senpai, but I don't think it is. Senpai don't got this fucking... It's a floaty? Is this a floaty? If this is a floaty, then it's Anastasia. Not a floaty, but... Okay. Close enough. Okay. Is this Wangina? No. Okay. Is this Artoria Pendragon Lancer? No. Okay. Is this Orion? No. Okay. Whose hair does this? Is this Prolati? No. Is this Jason? No. What the fuck? I'm starting to think I don't know who this character. Oh, is this Dobrynya? This is a cat. This is a cat of some repute. Okay, wrong Dobrynya. Gotcha. It's like this is a character who I'm not gonna say I forget exists, but I never think about Dobrynya. Is it Hulian Zhou? It's an evil woman. A permanent evil woman. Single target, permanent evil woman. Morning. Who's a single target, permanent evil woman? Or they could be a welfare. Permanent evil woman. Isn't Adelante evil? Or it could be Storylock. Is it Bob? Nope. Not quick, though. I shouldn't have. Bob was maybe a bad guess, but they're a single target. They're a 4-star or an archer. Evil woman. Evil woman. Evil woman. Evil woman. Evil woman of Earth. Who are the evil women of Earth? Not Liz. Unless it is a welfare. I mean, it could be fucking racist Liz. But she'd be human, wouldn't she? Earth means that they're from, like, a myth. Generally speaking, they're mythological. God, there's so many evil women in Fate, but I need one that only hits one guy. I need an evil woman who hits one guy. Jerker. Okay, it's a welfare. It's an evil welfare. Evil welfare woman. Single target buster woman. Evil. Evil buster woman. It's an evil buster woman. Who's an evil buster woman who's you get for free? Is it actually Liz? Hold on. Is it racist Liz? We're so close. You're chaotic good. You're a liar. Year 4. Year 4. Evil Earth Woman. I kind of want to keep the Liz line of thought, but let's see. Year 1 Halloween was this one. Year 2 was racist Liz. Year 3 was the Mecha Lizzes. Year 4 there was not. It was Shuten. Is it Shuten? Is Shuten Buster or is she Art? She's Buster, right? Easy. They need to do more with Shuten. Anyway, we're gonna do a couple of these really quick. I fucking wonder if that could possibly be Saint Martha. I believe...
I thought all lists are racist except maybe childless.
This could be a couple of people. This is either Kentoki, this is either Okita. No, those are flowers. Okita is like the Sakura behind them. Who would have these flowers behind them? Maybe it is Okita and I'm tripping myself up. No. Is it Roland by chance? No. Whose fuck-ass leg is this? No. Oh, that's fucking... That's Femlin. That's fentanyl. Oh, I know who this is. This is a Paco servant. This is a Paco servant. That's Paco's art style. I'm almost certain. Who has a sword like this? Who has a sword out like this? Ooh, that's a Paco servant. It's not Demon King Nobu, right? No. This is definitely a Paco servant. Who's got that shit on? Is it a Japanese? I think it's a Japanese Paco servant. Okay. And it's definitely a katana, and it's definitely Paco. It's not Nobu. I don't think it's any of the other Nobus. Who else did he draw that's Japanese? He did Kondo, didn't he? Kondo Isami? Not him. Wait. Is this Flad? No. Who the fuck has this shit? Is this like Indra and I'm hyper tripping? No. What is... Huh? Maybe this isn't a Paco servant. It's so Paco coded. Year 8. Is it Duryodhana? It is Duryodhana. Okay. I fucking locked into it being a Paco servant immediately. Okay, so it wasn't a sword. It's his fucking like little sash here that looks like a sword. Okay. Did I see Pochi Sensei do her rolls? I sure did. I hope that Lasagna sees that and it's just like, oh god. Gee whiz, I wonder who this could be. Alright, last one. I think, is this Elizabeth of the End? No. Is this, what's her name? New girl, no, not Kenshin, the Kenshin face. She has a maid outfit. She wears a big funny hat. The hell is her name? She's an assassin, 5-star assassin. It's like the new busted 5-star assassin. What the fuck is her name? Kawakami Gensa. No? Wait, what? Who the fuck? Wait, is this Miss Snake? No? Whose slutty little waist is this? Is this like Summer Tenochi? Is this normal Tenochi? Yes. The Mexico City's got a slutty little waist on her, doesn't she? Anyway. We were given funds by Damu Ramu to spend Can I request a backing track? Yeah, of course. Feel free to send it now.
That's right, Goatman. Finally, gotcha content.
Finally. If it'll display it, there it is. Link me your shit. Yeah, I will. While I'm doing this, I will trauma dump why I did not stream yesterday. Oh, we are on. Hello? Hello? We're slowly climbing back up. Slowly climbing back up. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Are we good? Is the fungus gone? Yeah, I don't know what that was about. That was weird. Let me, turn that off. My one concern with this Damu Ramu is I might get copyrighted for it, which will make making this a video much harder, but that's okay. Alright, fellas. Damu Ramu has decided to fund my gacha addiction. To get us back on our feet and up and running. I already have a copy of Miss Archer of the End here. Shumatsu no Archer. Already have one. I need more. Let me just show y'all something. I'm currently working very hard to get her maxed out as soon as possible. I don't think that you guys understand. I am quite possibly in the upper echelons of fans of Pochi Sensei's work. Genuinely. I love all of her work. I love what she does. I've been supporting her for well over a decade. My ass would love to have 5 copies of this Archer. In order to pay my respects. Unfortunately, money is a bit of an issue. But we're going to be rocking and rolling all the same. I'm going to do the scam gem first. And then I'm going to have Damuramu decide, the donator here, thank you so much once again, how you would like the rest of these served up. And to everyone who's asked me so far, have I seen Pochi Sensei's Gacha? Yeah, she hit pity for her own creation. Imagine having to spend 450 United States dollars to hit pity for something that you made. If she's your Oshi, why didn't you send her some of your luck? I did, and you saw what happened. Alright, Damaram, how do you want these up? You let me know. And I'm going to trauma dump afterwards.
Mars on VIP account, delete him.
I didn't know she was a VTuber until recently. Oh, dude, she has one of the singular most adorable, like, clips of all time, which is where she is trying to get into Monster Hunter Wilds. No, Monster Hunter Rise. And she's just, like, begging Capcom, going like, Capcom, please! Capcom, please let me in! It's so cute. There's that one. There's the one with the Pochi Bank, where people just said, like, all right, we got to start making deposits into the Pochi Bank, and just kept giving her money, and she freaked out. She's like, stop it. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Good, I hope you're enjoying Forza. Discovered her recently, too. Go give her some watches. She deserves all the love in the world. Exactly. The price of hitting pity in FGO is the price of
Haven't been on Fate in 2 months. It has been the best break ever. Also, how are you doing, Mr. Goat?
Well, let's talk about that really quick as a bit of a side tangent. How am I doing? I would be lying if I said I was doing great. Let me walk you guys through the situation that I'm in right now. In a previous stream, I think I'd brought this up. How I've been kind of more or less kind of fighting with the post office, trying to get something that needs to be delivered. So back in February, I purchased a very, very rare game. It was Serial Experiments Lane for the PlayStation 1. It's like, I don't know how many copies of it exist, but there are there's not a lot. There's not a whole lot. Game didn't exactly sell well. It's very much like a cult classic item. That's a min-roll. That really sucks. But it's one of those things that, like, I don't know. Lane kind of has been a big part of not a big part. Lane is one of those things that a buddy of mine has always loved. He's been a diehard fan of it forever, and getting your hands on one of these discs for not over $1,000 is very, very difficult. I managed to find one through being in Japan in February of last year. Do you want me to slow roll again, by the way? And managed to get one. I managed to get my hands on one for a reasonable price, I would say. It was not the $1,000 they're charging elsewhere. I managed to get it for about $700, which I didn't really have at the time when purchasing it. What's up, Fran? But you know,
Like the rule of roads on the PSR.
maybe I don't know what that is. Yeah, for that game that would be a steal, right? And it was in perfect condition. It had the manual. It had everything that you could possibly want with it. Purchased that, and I sent it. I was like, okay, I'm going to send this to my buddy, right? My buddy in America. No. Because the current president of the United States of America decided to put a bunch of tariffs on allies for no good goddamn reason. The JP Post and the post office run by the Japanese government was just like, we ain't doing that shit. And so you can't send packages valued over $100 to America unless you're going to go through external, like, other means that aren't like the post office. You have to go find somewhere else to go send it. And so I was like, okay, well, I need a workaround for this because I need to get this to my buddy. And so I have another friend of mine who lives in Canada, and I sent the package from Japan to Canada. I sent it with insurance on it, and it took a week to get from Japan to where it needed to be in Canada. It made it all the way to Winnipeg, Canada, the Winnipeg Sorting Center in Canada. Not to dox my friend or anything. I don't know if he lives in Winnipeg, but whatever. It's like good luck, I guess I'm going to say this. It made it all the way. It made it all the way to Winnipeg, Canada, and then vanished on the 17th of February. And a month after that, we got in contact with the post office, being like, "Where the fuck is the package?" They're like, "Oh yeah, we will look into it." Except nobody said that. That was a robot that said that. We will look into it. We promise, guys. Like, okay. And then we wait a few more weeks, don't hear anything back, and my buddy's finally he goes back like, "Where the fuck is this package?" And like, we don't know. We're still a robot. We're not going to give you the information that we want. We're a robot. Blah 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 blah. Fuck you. And so we get put on hold by the Canada Post for about, I don't know, let's say a few days, a few weeks, even more. And they're like, "Yeah, no, we're not going to help you with this. You need to keep talking to our AI." And then finally, after over a month of pestering them, they're like, "Fine, we'll open up a fucking investigation." And they open it up, a week goes by, and then they get back to us, "Yeah, we don't know where it is. We couldn't find it anywhere." And we're like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, we couldn't find it anywhere, and also you need to go and get in contact with the guy who sent it, and we won't do anything else for you. We will not communicate with you at all any further. You need to go talk to this guy." Yay. And then he has to go talk to his post office, and then his post office will tell us to do something, but until then, we're not going to do it. ABHK98, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Sorry you're joining during this rant. Yeah, going through all of this, like, fucking bullshit, and I put in my own inquiry request being like, "Hey, Japan Post, go tell the Canadians to do their fucking job." And they're like, "Got it." A month goes by. It's now been 4 months, It will be 4 months tomorrow that this has been in transit. 4 months tomorrow that this has been in transit. And they're just like, and yesterday I go to the post office to go ship something off to PSA to go get a card graded, and they pull me aside like, hey, we concluded the thing, and the Canadians said they couldn't find it, and I'm like, what? Like, yeah, they couldn't find it. Like, okay, well, we kind of thought that was going to happen. It's been 4 months now, and there's been no updates for it, which means, by the way, that means either some cunt walked out of the facility with it in between his hands, or somebody scraped the label off of it and just never touched it, or it's in a bin somewhere, not in the lost fucking packages section. It's one or the other on those situations, and we don't know what it is. No doubt someone took it knowing how much it's worth. Nobody would know how much it's worth. You would have to be a freak like me and my buddy Cam to know what the fuck that game is. And it's not the Winnipeg facility isn't where they went through it. Where they went through it to like make sure it could come into the country. That was somewhere else. By this point, it should have been sealed off, and the only people who should be looking at it are people who are scanning it. They wouldn't be reading the contents of the damn thing. But yeah, it's a very good chance someone just said, oh, this came from Japan, and just fucking picked it up and walked out of the facility. Which then begs the question, if that's what happened, why the fuck is somebody in Canada Post just letting people walk off the premises with packages? I don't understand that. Regardless, what happened next is like, they tell me, yeah, we don't know where it is. I'm like, okay, well, can I like claim the insurance? And the guy who I'm talking to kind of like has this look on his face like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, what? I'm like, huh? And he has this paper and he flips it over and he shows me how much I can get out of it. And what he shows me is that it's all of $200 at most, and that's if it weighed 50 pounds, if the package weighed 50 pounds, because they would give me the default insurance on how much the package weighed as a lost package. And I'm like, no, that's not right. I insured the thing. It's worth $700. I would love to get the money back. And they were just like, the guy just kind of like had this really nervous laugh to him. Just like, I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm like, huh? So it turns out, apparently, I either input something wrong or the people in the Japan Post input something wrong that says I didn't insure the package. And I don't have the receipt because it was 4 months ago and shit gets lost in my house. And so now I'm in this position where I'm like, it's just gone. And they're like, yep, you're not going to pay me. Nope. And so I was just like, yeah, all right, okay, great. And so I kind of left, and I was like, I'm gonna do things I can't say on stream to myself. And an hour goes by, and I get a phone call from somebody. And apparently, someone at the JP Post gets in contact with me and says, yeah, we're going to try and look again and see if the Canadians can find anything. And if they don't, we'll get you a form to get some compensation. Does not confirm if it will be the actual insurance that I'm pretty sure I paid for, or if it's going to be what else, like, or if it's going to be like the default weight shit. However, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm going to do in this situation. If I was robbed by the Canada Post, I'm already fucking livid because it's been 4 months. They completely fucked you over. Here, do you guys want the double kicker with this? The double kicker with this is that package has that game. It has a gift for Deja, who's a buddy of mine. It has another gift for my buddy Cam. It has gifts for other people, and then it also has personal information of mine, like photographs, signatures, and numbers in there, along with a letter that I wrote to them that could potentially be used, like has personal information on it that I don't want getting out. Now, did you know, chat, that if they can't find where a package is supposed to go, then they like, you know, they auction it off. They sell it to random people, usually fucking YouTubers, who then open it on stream and go, "Oh my god, can you believe that we opened up a rare..." Oh, sorry, they're Canadian. "Oh my god, could you believe that they opened up a fucking, I got a Lane CD. Oh, who's this bloke? Oh, what a fucking moron. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, you stupid idiot. Oh, your package must be lost in the mail. How about you get fucked, mate?" Yeah, you didn't. Did you know that they do that? That they will sell it? They will sell your lost mail if it goes unclaimed. They will sell it in an auction for YouTubers to then open. That sounds dire. I have personal information in that box, not to mention a collector's item worth $1,000, which it cannot be replaced. It's a one-on-one kind of thing. You're not going to find a Lane CD in that condition with all the fixings, and it's just gone, and I will not see money for it. And if you're wondering why these past 4 months, if I've ever seemed like on edge or pissed, this has been... I have... Look, I'm going to open up about some mental stuff with y'all really quick. Some of you guys could have probably picked up by now. I have severe ADD, like really, really bad, and I don't have medication for it because the medication I was on is illegal in Japan, which is to say Adderall. And I've yet to find a good replacement for it. That's not who I thought it was going to be. Who's this? Oh, it's Kurohime. I love Kurohime. I used her in the Grand Saber raids. Yeah, surely they are not that irresponsible, or at least to check it before some... No, they don't. They don't give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. Especially if someone just fucking stole it and walked off the property with it. Like, that's a whole other level of just like, well, I guess I'll fucking, like, end my life. It's been a... I have horrible ADD, which impacts me in a bunch of different ways. Like, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen it, that, like, I will be talking about something on stream and immediately get sidetracked and forget what I was talking about. That's a side effect of that. Additionally, it has this profound effect to give me severe crippling anxiety. I have been living in this horrid fucking state for months now because of this thing, to the point where I probably could sue the Canada Post for mental damages, having now affected my work and my health. I'm not going to do that, though, because I feel like I can't prove that, like, well enough. I'm going to just say, yeah, I felt horrid for this entire time, right? But I'd assume I could take some fucking action against them, but I don't know how. I don't understand how you just lose something like this. So I have been in a personal hell for 4 months, and I can't do any, there's nothing I can do. It's been bad, horrifically bad for my mental. Not to mention, because the thing was so expensive, and my buddy did pay for his portion of it, but I also spent some of it for a gift. Because the thing was so expensive, it put me into pretty gnarly credit card debt, which is just now finally getting paid off. Because, reminder, I make a Japanese salary. Which is to say, not a lot of fucking money. Alright. Enough of that. I don't know. Maybe, because I plan on putting this into the gotcha video, I need anybody. If you're listening right now, anybody. If you know anybody who works in that facility, if you know any way to get in contact with them, I'm begging people. I'm begging everybody. I got in contact with their Twitter page, and it was a robot until it was a guy who said basically go kick rocks. I've done everything that I can to try and get this thing done. And no one seems to be able to help me. So now I'm kind of projecting this out to all of you. If you know anybody who works in that facility or knows anything about this, I am begging you, help me. Help me out with this. Like, have somebody go and fucking, like, check around for this shit. Like, I don't know. Or if it got stolen, can somebody, like, go check a fucking security camera to be like, yeah, fucking Robinson walked off the property with this, and then there was a listing for the game in Canada that got sold or some shit. Because I don't have any other solutions. I can't tell you what has happened. And it drives me insane. And being told I wasn't going to get the insurance money initially, I genuinely felt like I was going to go home and fucking neck myself. I was like, I'm going to go ballistic. Anyway, enough of that. Enough ranting. Damuramu, how would you like this last one to be served up, homie? There's no way to track the packet. No, let's end with the klidge skip. Got it. The only way to track the package is through the number, and the number says it's in Winnipeg. It's like, yeah, it's in the Winnipeg facility. Or at least the last place that it was in the Winnipeg facility. And it's just gone. Which means that either the label was removed somehow, probably on accident, it was stolen, or it was placed into the missing package thing, and it's just like got hyper processed really quick and gotten rid of. Or, and this is the only way how I can hold out hope that it will ever make it to the destination that I need it to be, is if it was put into a bin somewhere because it got in near the end of the night. If it was put into a bin somewhere and it was just left there, and no one's touched it in 4 months. It's just there, and then someone's gonna find it and be like, "Oh shit," and then send it along later on. Because apparently that does just happen. And the only place that I think that they search for, if they go to like the missing package things, is like the room where it's just like, yeah, these are the packages that are missing. Ugh. Yeah, sorry for ranting. This has been a very bad experience for me, and I'm very, very not happy with the Canadian Post. JP Post is fine.
Alright, chat. We're reading Canada.
Far as I know, JP Post has done their job as best as they can, and when they saw that that's not an archer, that's pirates. When they saw that there was apparently an issue with the insurance, it seems like they're trying to make that right and rectify it. Which is better than I can say for Canada Post, who has been telling me functionally to go fuck off for this entire time. I think the love redeem doesn't work. Yeah, I've noticed. Alright. Sorry, don't apologize. You got me, Golden Servants, man. You're not the only person I've heard complain about Canada Post, which is not a good sign. Yeah. It was only after the fact that I learned that Canada Post is apparently horrifically bad. They just got off of it. Like, that's the other thing. They just got off of a strike near the time when I sent the message, or I sent the package, rather. And so part of me wants to be like, did some fucking angry cunt break my shit or steal it because of that? Yeah, I don't know. If anybody knows anything, or can, like, get in contact with anybody, if I have to answer to a robot one more time about any questions, I'm going to kill myself, upload my soul into the internet, and kill every AI that I can find. I will personally become a virus that eliminates AI. I hate AI auto-response, like, companion bullshit. I hate it. I despise it. Let me tell you how much I hate. if I were to unwrap every nerve in my body and wrap it around the globe as far as I could, and I could etch the word hate
Chat let
into
Smith
every
at
single
Post destroy
minute,
Canada Post
tiny
contain we find
little,
package.
like, eeny, meeny, beety little nanometer, I would do it, and it still would not describe how much I hate AI robots and having to communicate with them in lieu of a person who could give me the answers directly. BB found crying in the corner. BB's a different story. That's a sophisticated AI. She has sophistication to her. That's an AI with an actual personality. If you ever, I'm gonna let you know right now, if you ever see me promoting an AI chatbot, I have been killed and replaced. If you ever see me promoting anything AI at all, somebody has taken me, murdered me, cloned my voice, and been like, yeah, he's gonna, yeah, hey guys, it's me, the klidge bot. I want you to know that today we are going to do credit card scam lore. I'm just filled with hatred. Filled with it towards AI chatbots. The idea that people sit in their homes and actively communicate with a glorified calculator is nothing short of an insult to life itself. You allow your time, the breath of your life, to be wasted, the blood of your fingers to be utilized, the bioelectricity within your nerves and fingertips to be utilized in a way in which you type into your keyboard to speak with something that has no mouth, no eyes, and no soul. This is what you spent your time doing? Yeah, well, that's why people use AI fucking chatbots, is because they say they're right. The most moronic person you know right now is being told that they are correct by ChatGPT or fucking Cloud. This is the world CEOs want. Every CEO should jump into a fucking meat grinder and put themselves into like a useful position. Every CEO is the most replaceable person in any job. And AI can do the job of a CEO perfectly, which is to say functionally nothing. Ugh. Also, to answer the question of the person who showed up, like, I don't know, 15 minutes into my rant, yes, I do know that Archimedes is a servant. I would love to see him playable at some point. Funny enough, Google is losing users because they're rampant. Yes, I'm aware. More people are gravitating towards DuckDuckGo, who has said, yeah, we ain't doing that shit. AI overview is wrong all the time. It's consistently wrong. And it's wrong in ways that are dangerous, and they refuse to do anything about it. If anybody ever tells you, yes, this thing that everybody hates is actually good for you, without any actual results of it ever being good for anybody, it's lying. Never listen to a rich person telling you that this is what you actually want. Because it's what they want, and they don't want what's in your best interest, trust me. Where the fuck? This Temple of Time? Yes, it is. Well, okay. The other thing is, like, right now, they have run tests. They have verified that dead internet theory is true. Did you guys see that one? That there are currently more robots occupying the internet than there are people. Robots that's purposes are generally to serve people are currently, like, outnumbering actual people. Like, Twitter's, what, 70% robots or something like that? The person calling you a slur on Twitter is not a person. It's programmed by a fucking dude in India to tell you to fucking kill yourself. You're gonna let that guy be the one to dictate how you feel? I don't know what Luddite means, man. They can call me that all they want. I don't know what it is. Yeah, Solomon's here. I know I'm not an AI bot. What do you mean? I saw you play Neocraft. So he's just here? Yeah, okay, so the purpose of this chapter thus far has been to the purpose of this chapter thus far has been to kind of like redo things that we've already done. Okay, we are in Palamash. $120 mash, of course, you got to. Give her the golden sumo. Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry for ranting. I am just, I've been told that I will be contacted by the JP post again if anything new develops. I have a point of contact now. They're going to be in contact with me. I just need to know. I just want to be told that it's gone and that I can get the money out of this. It's too expensive to be told to go fuck off. I mean, I'm like, you're kidding me. Oh, they're using the new Solomon model, right? Alright. Your fuck AI rant was fun to listen to, so don't apologize. Well, I'm happy. Look. Ruined by people who ruin people day in Forza. I did not hear about that, but I'm not surprised. It's like, I don't know. AI, I believe that my controversial point, my controversial statement is I believe that AI does actually have a good place in the future of humanity, and we can use it in a way that is good. I believe that AI has the potential to be used in a way that is like genuinely revolutionary and cool. It just needs to be in the hands of people who aren't looking to make exclusively a profit off of it by cutting out the middleman. For example, AI can be utilized in things like, what's it called? Affinity, which is an art program to remove things from backgrounds. It's not generative. It's being used exclusively. Like, you can use it to like clean up things so that way you have like a unique slate thing. It assumes what the next thing is going to be or what the thing would look like in the background, and you use that, delete it, boom. Now you have a cleaner image. You can do that by hand, but it's much, much easier to do it by just like circling it, and then that built-in AI that's local to your thing gets rid of it, right? That's a responsible way to use AI. Having it be the thing that is just like generating all other like future content that you see, no, we don't do that. We don't do that here. AI is a tool. AI is like a hammer. AI should be utilized as such. You use a hammer to hit things. You don't use a hammer to saw wood. You don't use a hammer to fucking... You don't use a hammer to, like, be filled with water and carry it places. But people want to force it to be the thing that does the everything, which is not how it should be working. It's sad that companies would charge for each of your atoms if they could. They had to make laws, I'm pretty sure, international laws, functionally saying you cannot put advertisements on the moon, because there was talks of eventually having it be that you could project giant holograms onto the moon of, like, the Pepsi logo and shit. And everyone came together and being like, no, we're not doing that. There are way too many people who are either all for AI or completely against it. I think that the most rational way to think of it is that it's a tool. It is a tool, but it is currently being used as the full process. You don't use a tool for the full process. It doesn't make any sense. It's not good to do that, and it's completely irresponsible. And Hi. And taking everything that, like, we have... Like, trying to use it to replace everything because it's cheaper to do it is not... Well, A, it's not true. It's more expensive to do it because you have to build the entire infrastructure from the ground up to do that shit. Roll back the clock. Oh, if you guys have an earthquake, stay safe. I think AI as a tool has a place in creative things like writing and such. It can have a place into the level that you use it to help, like, I don't know, let me think. If you're using it in a way to be like, hey, can you give me, like, a list of names that sound like they're vaguely Eastern European but in a fantasy setting, and it generates those?
Back to the
sure.
past, Samurai Jack.
That's an okay way to use it. If you're like, hey, I'm trying to think of, like, a new megafauna type thing that exists in my fantasy world. What do you have in mind for that? And they're like, okay, yeah, we can use this. Like, okay, yeah, that's kind of neat. But at the same time, like, I don't know, you could also just be creative. Like, have your own vision. The problem with using AI as a tool for things like that is that you eventually just kind of, like, fall into, well, I'll just let it do everything. Oh my god, we went all the way back. I think that if you're going to use AI, you should be using AI the same way that you would use a calculator. It shouldn't be something... Hi. Yeah, don't let it become a crutch. Use it like a... Okay, just to continue with, like, the digital art thing. If you're going to use it like that, a good grammar correction, name generation, or similar processes are what AI should be used for. Things like that, and then getting rid of the tedious parts of the process not becoming the full process. For example, hey, I don't know, fucking Glorp GPT, do me a favor, can you, like, scan through my document and see if I have any, like, major issues, like, with grammar or any sentences that are too run on? It can do that in a second. You can review it, and then you can go from there. You should never at any point be like, hey, robot, hey, Glorp GPT, make my entire story for me. Don't do that. You are a failure of a human being if you are doing that. But no, we need to put it in our fucking vacuum cleaners for some reason. Do you want a microwave with AI in it? I'm sure you do. Hey, did you want this, like, Samsung ring that you attach to your fucking thing? Grok, make me breathe. Yeah, right. And also, you know, the other major problem with it is that it's, you know, all of the AI data centers that are cropping up everywhere and being made and polluting the world and making everything terrible. It overheats areas, you know, global warming. I mean, God forbid. There's only all the science ever pointing to that being a very real thing for the world, but American politics make it so it's polarizing and you can't talk about it. Which is genuinely just the way how you can get away with continuing to do something for a very long time and just pissing off some people, is make it politicized towards one political party or the other. Then you just keep it alive forever, and people hate it, but half the people love it just because they hate the other half the people. There's no morally good use for AI. We know that it exists so rich as. So, see, okay, I disagree with that assessment because there is a morally good way to use AI. Case in point, you can use it to remove shit from the backgrounds of images to help you when you're making like a YouTube thumbnail. That's a morally fine way to use it. But the way how it's currently being utilized is, yes, it's just being used to fucking like mine Bitcoin. So many things I wish I could say, but I will be arrested if I do. So many things I want to say, but I know I will be immediately arrested if I do, and my channel will be banned, and I don't want that. They use AI art slideshows while playing old sitcoms in the background. Why? Go ahead. No, I don't want my channel to be banned, man. There better be a hot woman looking at me when I wake up. Hell yeah. Has also been used for medical research, like finding new signs of cancer and finding a few new ways to treat some diseases. Again, ethical. However, how accurate is that? Watch Scary Movie 6, sad to say it was mid. I have unfortunate news for you. All the scary movies are kind of mid. They've always been kind of mid. It's just that when you were watching them originally, you were like 10, and seeing people talk about dicks, smoke weed, and piss out their fingers was very funny because you were 10. Kind of like how like Epic Movie or whatever. There she is. Epic Movie was like really, really good when you were like 9. Do you want to know what I think the bet, like, if I were to ever use AI in content creation, do you know what I would use it for? And it's the only thing I could think of that I would genuinely think would be a good idea to use it for, and for nothing else, is if I could use it in my editing software to have it detect my voice and the words I'm saying and immediately add captions below it. That's it. That is the only way I could ever like see myself wanting to use it. Just because going in and auto caption, like manually captioning and writing in the text for the things that you say, and anybody who like fucking knows what I'm talking about will agree with me on this, that shit is annoying. It's the reason I don't do it in my shorts, is because that shit is fucking annoying. And it takes up so much time. Didn't Nazuna have that thing? I have no idea. I mean, I had that as well, but that was like... I'm not sure if that was AI. I don't think that was AI. That was a different kind of tech. I mean, but like, YouTube has that as a thing. It auto-detects, like... It's some program that auto-detects the words that you're saying and then puts them into the captions. If I could get my hands on that... I'll do it for 30 klidge dollars. You can't redeem that anywhere but fucking La La Land. Oh my god, Nito Chris, hi. Yeah, I don't know. These are moments where These are moments where I wish I had like a bit more of a pull in the world as a content creator to be like, hey, I'm getting fucked by the post office. Can anybody help me? Just because then there could be more eyes on this situation and more people could be like, hey, yeah, that's actually really fucked up. Why is this happening? Good job. Keep working. What's this? Oh, money. Give me these. Ark, what are you sending me? This had better be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Bro is browsing Twitter with 70% AI robots and not paying attention to the stream. Okay, well, you get a pass. Alright. Training. Oh my. Oh, so wait, we're gonna repeat it another time and we're gonna have to see, because we did the movie before. Tokiko. Snom delivery package. That better be what's happening in my package right now. If I'd wake up tomorrow and they say they delivered it, I'm going to fucking come. It's not going to happen, but I will. Twitter's only good use is 18 plus non-AI artists. That and art references. Getting like proper art references has been really nice because of Twitter. You guys want to see the thing I drew earlier? For people who are in the sub chat, you probably know, they already know this, but I've been currently working on learning how to draw, and so I've been drawing a bunch of different random bullshit. Me and my buddies, we give each other homework and tell each other to draw things. Today's homework was to draw shading. It's a gem alert. Gem alert. What would you be as an archer? I'd be an archer. What do you mean? Don't watch gems on stream. Ishtar's gonna steal them. Well, I would love for Ishtar to just show up. Are we running on a treadmill? Is that what we're doing? Interval. Jumping squat. Jumping squats? Oh. Jumping squats. Okay. So do we get to like see this in an animation? Because I need to see this woman do a jumping squat. I'm very curious to see if she can do a jumping squat. Oh, so you're gonna do that in that outfit? I don't know if I would recommend it. I'm sorry, is she manipulating time so that way she doesn't have to do it? What the fuck is a jumping squat? Okay, so you start standing up, you jump up in the air, and as you land, you go into a squat position, and then you go, and then you jump up from that, and then you keep doing that for 10 minutes. If you're not careful, you'll blow out your fucking knees. How's Tokiko doing? She says it's easy. Okay. Her ass is cheating. Huh? Simple enough? Do it then. Do it. Do it for 1 minute right now. No thanks, my birth year starts with 19, so my knees are already shot. I can do it, and my knees are also shot, and also same. Check sub chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I know what we're doing anytime we have a watch along from now on. Here you go. Eat up. Eat of the tasty popcorn. Eat the tasty popcorn. Nom, 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 nom. There we go. We'll keep this right here. Borpcorn. Yes, of course, it's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Give it back. No. I know some of those Borpcorns are Brazilian for sure. Nope, doesn't look like it. Exercise, Tokiko. Become strong. Alright, we did it. Now, how's Tokiko doing? Oh, did we sprain an ankle? Oh, I think we sprained an ankle. Fare thee well. Olga. this song, I know it's a Katamari song, but it sure as shit does sound like that one song that was popular for like a year, where it's the one that's like the Get It Done song. Aha, the full Chaldea staff. I want to see Olga do jumping squats too. She could do like 4 and then she'd break out into a sweat and die. What's up, Hades? Hayora Konde? Yeah. Yeah, that one. The opening of that Magic anime? I don't know what you're talking about with that one. That one's beyond me. I just got a comment on a YouTube video. It's the fun facts for Oda Nobukatsu. And it's somebody saying, why did Fate make Nobu a woman after Samurai Warriors made them a Demon King, Sengoku Basara makes them a Demon King, and now Fate makes them a woman? How do we tell them that they still become a Demon King just later on? How do we break it to them? How do you guys feel about Nobu being a woman? It's one of those things that's kind of weird. Nobunaga is like such an interesting character because like in Japan, Nobu is very, very much like I don't know if I want to say revered, but definitely like it's like, I guess the way to think about it, the way how Americans feel about George Washington is the way how the Japanese kind of feel about Nobunaga. So like, I don't want to say revered because that's maybe a bit too much, but like there's certainly like even hundreds of years later, there's a definite level of respect. But I feel like, yeah, a lot of the times, though, when Nobunaga gets kind of, like, portrayed, Nobu does just become a big fucking demon. You know what I mean? Like, Nobu is very, very often portrayed as a demon. Like, I'm pretty sure in, what's it called? The game that's not Dark Souls but plays like Dark Souls that's set in Nioh. I'm pretty sure in Nioh you fight Nobunaga who appears as a demon. Nobu's been in Tight Moon for so long that thanks to Good I'm just used to her being like that now. If anything, male Nobu throws me off more at this point. That's valid. This Nobu being a woman is actually a refreshing take. I agree. Has anyone else done that? I mean, I'm sure other people have for sure, but like, I'm trying to think. Like, hi Geronimo. How many femme Nobus exist out there? I kind of feel like, yeah. Oh, hey. Jikan ni tsuite. Oboite myo. How to remember the time? Armin Virusua. There's a few animes like Nobunagan. Huh. I think that what makes Nobu being a woman more endearing is the fact that she knows the actual Nobu's supposed to be a man. I agree. I think that does do wonders for her portrayal in Fate, is that she actively acknowledges that that's a cool effect. I like that. I like that the game is kind of breaking and doing its own thing. That's very fun. Mezamete means wake up. This means wake up.
Haha, Funny Eye has taken over the texts.
I'm pretty sure this just means get up. She's like, bitch ass, wake the fuck up. Oh, that's scary. Oh. The AI when I get my hands on them. Wake up. 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 You aren't real. Wake up.
Wake up, 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 wake up,
Hey
wake up.
Klidge, what's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh archetype? Wake up. Like how to get up early. Wake up. You need to wake up. I mean, I can do my actual wake up thing for you guys if you want me to. I don't think I should, though. No thanks, me. Alright, you balding middle-aged fucks, I need you all to do me a favor. Stand up at your computer. Look down at yourself. Are you wearing shoes? Are you wearing socks? No. You bitch ass? You're probably not even on your computer. You're laying in bed right now, aren't you? Looking at your stupid fucking phone, probably looking at some AI-generated content made by some dickhead in Azerbaijan. I know you are. Have I got news for you, dipshit? It's time to get up. Wake the fuck up. I need you all to stand up. Stand up for everything. I need you all to go and take a march on Canada Post. I'm done with their shit. I'm absolutely fed up with the bullshit that they've been feeding me. Wake up. They have my package sitting in their facility and they won't release it to me. That is an infringement on my freedom and soon will be an infringement on yours. Time to wake the fuck up, fellas. They're gonna come for you next. Get up and be the change you want to see in the world. Have sex with all of Itapochi's characters. Tokiko-san, you and me, right now. Let's get it on, like Donkey Kong. Peace. Anyway. You have your orders, soldiers. Get out there. Be the change you want to see in the world. She is very pretty, though, isn't she? What? Oh, oh, Hades, you missed a lot, man. You missed a lot. Don't worry, it'll be a, I'm gonna isolate the whole thing and, like, upload it. And it'll be on the internet forever. This is technically me doxing myself, because if somebody actually manages to find it and they work for the Canada Post, they're gonna know what I look like, but, like, I don't fucking care. Personal information in that box be damned. I'd rather this get to where it needs to be. Yeah, TLDR, Canada Post had... TLDR, Canada Post has a package of mine valued at around $1,000, and they won't give it up. It's in their facility, and they just say they can't find it, which means it was either stolen or it went missing, and currently I'm fighting to make sure I get the insurance for it. You look like Cagliostro. Well, you know my body type. You don't know what my face looks like. Oh my god. Hey guys, is this going to be her Valentine's CE? I guarantee it. Tokiko Sandwichi. No, she'll make like a fucking... Yeah, go make some cup noodles.
I'm hungry
like
now.
her.
I'ma make some cup noodles.
I like her. Is that a limes emote? Holy shit. I love limes. Oh my god, she gives a small little... Dokata. You are... Oh my god. You are the cutest thing ever, and I love you so much. You are probably a bad guy. And you know what? That's okay. Also, why is she in my bedroom? I mean, I can think of a couple of reasons, but, like, that's just me. Plot-wise, why is she in my bedroom? She needs a toothbrush? She needs a toothbrush. You want it? You came here for a toothbrush. I remember. She'll put us into a time loop for Valentine. Oh, 100%. It's gonna be fucking the Space Ishtar one all over again. Your speech has been clipped. That's okay. Did you know on YouTube we're about like just under 1,000 subs from hitting 30,000 subs? We're getting there, fellas. We're almost at a big milestone. Oh, that reminds me. For all of you that are here, let me pull something up really quick. So, actually, I was put onto something. Friend of the stream, friend of the channel, really. Tyler Gregoire, who has been, he's made a shit ton of fan art for the channel. He made like all of he made the original servants for like the Holy Grail War sim. And and a bunch of stuff like that, which was very cool and very nice. He had asked me if I would be willing to help him out with something, and I said sure. So Tyler is actually selling a little bit of merch right now. He's selling chains, keychains, that look like this. She's not nude. There's a bob. And there's a foo. And I think these look really good. These are some pretty good looking keychains. If you want one, you can get one. If you know somebody who would want one, they can get one. Let me actually get Tyler's socials really quick. There. I'm sure that he would greatly appreciate it if you would go and show him some love for the stuff that he's made. He's made a bunch of stuff for the channel, so I'd like to be able to give back in some way. So if you're interested, go and maybe get one. I gotta say, I really like the Jufu. Tyler does great work. I love the detailing on it. It's very, very nice. I'm gonna not zoom in on the Bob one because Bob's kind of showing her Siths right now. I don't know how much he's charging for them, but I figured I'd give him a little bit of a shout out. So yeah, go, if you're interested, go check that out. I read about her recently and I love her now. She's great. I love Jufu. Oh, bye Olga. Wife gone. I assume it is best to have OC1, OC2 finished before the summer event since, yes. Which reminds me, I still need to do OC2. I've not gotten through it yet. I've not had time. My anxiety has been so horrid because of this whole situation that going into a chapter that I know is going to make it worse has been a huge put off to it. My mental state has been so bad. I've not. Oh, that's right. We tell Mash that she needs to lock in, and she does that face to you. Like, hey, we need to talk, and then she's just like, but I'm occupied. It's like, please, Mash, I need to talk to you, and she's just like, I love Mash. Baby girl. Baby girl. Yeah, I'm sure. I know that OC2 is very good, but I know that there's stuff in OC2 that I don't think I'm mentally gonna be ready to process for at least a little bit. Yeah, make a Poggers Smash, go for it. Atlas Academy should have the emote there, which will be easier to take. I think that 1 and 2 don't need to be finished before, so they don't need to be, but if you want to continue reading on from the summer event, I'm pretty sure that, or are they detached? I'm actually not sure. I've acquired the Summer Sith. My account is one step closer to perfection. Hell yeah. Wish you give servants head pats in game. I agree. That's what we need in the future, is the ability to reach into a screen and actually touch the characters. I would like to see the reactions of some characters when you go to head pat them. I imagine some would bite you. Can you imagine trying to go on like head pat Ku Alter and then he bites your hand off? It's unlocked early with summer and normal next year, I think. Gotcha. So just make sure that you're reading it and doing it as, like, on time. Got it. This face is so cute. I love it. comedy ass face. Oh, a little in between time. What does Tokiko have for us this? Why did it do that? You reach for Maeve and she opens her mouth, right? Who would bite you? Who would be the characters you wouldn't expect would bite you, but would 100% bite you? Liz. I feel like Liz would be a biter. You'd go to pat her head and she would get like tsundere and bite you. Shuten? That is not a surprise. Shuten would 100% just bite you. Jack, probably. Ibaraki, 100%. Well, okay, guys, those are characters I would expect to do it. Penth, yes. Penth is not one I would necessarily expect to do it because she's more refined, in a way. Kama, Kama might say would probably. Say would do the head pats. If you head pat her past the amount of time that she wants you to, she would bite you. Mash would never. Kiyohime or Kijo Koyo? Ibuki would lick your fingers. Vampire would bite, I don't know, man. Well.
The vampire would bite. I don't know, man.
Draco would 100% bite you. I love this girl. The internet loves that girl. Van Gogh would bite you on accident because she panicked. Also, I'm looking forward to these two being friends. I feel like they could be good friends. Kintoki? No. I feel like 9 tattoo Dragon Eliza would 100% bite you, and she would like fucking hurt. Mash would bite you if you asked enough. I don't know if she would. If you could convince her that you need to be bitten, then she would. But otherwise, she'd be like, no. She barely has teeth. Nah, she got that anime shit, dude, where she goes to bite and she grows, like, fangs. What the fuck? You're the criminal. Hoku would bite you. Hoku would bite you. Baiken would bite you. Hello, hot lady. Oh, ruffle mash his hair for funsies? Yeah. What are we gonna do, chat, when we get an event next year that adds another form of Kintoki, but he's a child? What are we gonna do when that's the case? Because here's the thing. That's one of the weird ones where there is a precedence for it. Because so much like classical Kintoki art is Kintoki as like a young boy. You know what I mean? Momotaro, that's a completely different guy. Yeah. I mean, like, what Kentoki used to do is he was raised by a witch, and then he wrestled carp and bears and shit. I was gonna say, that's a new face. That's a new MASH expression that we just unlocked. MASH, when did you learn how to look at people like that? Embarrassed face, kind of? That's a good one. I like that. Avisbron golems?
Her dad taught her.
Probably. Lewd mash. Yes. Not so, anti-lewd mash. Bam. Oh, we're in the simulator right now. Okay. He would be as wild. No, he would be worse. So, like, Kentoki used to literally be a feral child. Bro was raised in the woods and was best friends with animals. And I would genuinely be... Has Raita ever drawn a child servant? Or I guess like a little boy. Has Raita ever drawn a little boy? Damn! Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember he drew small Ibuki, but that doesn't really count. I would say that doesn't count because she's, you know, a snake monster. He has done the Nemo series? Okay, so he has done it. I kind of want to see what Raita would do. Kentoki was just Kid Goku? Kind of, yeah. Ibaraki, I feel, would bite. Ibaraki would bite. Ibaraki would bite you even if you weren't head patting her. She'd just walk up to you and like take a. Have you guys seen that GIF that was like the anime clip that was going around for a while, where it was just like two girls are talking. There's like a tall one and a really short one, and I guess like the really short one is being ignored by the tall one. The tall one waves goodbye to whoever she's talking to, and then the short one just like bites onto her arm and they just carry her away. That's what Ibaraki be doing. Oh, the reason why Kentoki named his shit Golden Bear is because golden is just what he says, and then genuinely you could make another Kentoki rider because he used to ride around on a bear. That was his buddy that he would do sumo with. Damn. I'm glad. I'm genuinely like really glad we get to see more Chaldea staff actually make appearances. I'm glad that they didn't just save that for like the end of the part 2 reveal. The shit in Hei and Kyo with the real bear in the Greek Gods is so stupid, but it's so cool. I agree. It's goofy and really, really dumb, but I like it. I'm acknowledging that it's over the top and stupid, but you know. Alright, last arrow, and then we're going to call it a stream. My throat is kind of shot from ranting so much. Big Draco would bite too, but it'd be a bit different, right? Hello, pretty. Kentoki is the persona of Teddy in Persona 4. That's really funny. Me when I summon a giant mech to fight demons. Oh, yeah. I love that you make these faces. Heian Kyo is such an interesting chapter because on a conceptual level, it's amazing. And it starts off really, really good, and then you read more of it, and you're like, oh. Otakiro would 100% bite. Like, I don't know. If they had maintained in Heian Kyo the Holy Grail War aspect of it, I feel like it would have been better. And then having the hijacking actually like happen at the end proper and not be half of the chapter. Unlike the manga that we didn't have the faces, the most of the staff was a bit bothersome, but understandable since most got killed before we hit Russia. I mean, the ones that they're showing are the ones that were not killed is the thing, though. These are the ones that were always with us in on like the storm border and stuff. These were the survivors. Yeah, I don't know. If people in Demon Slayer had mechs, they would have done a lot better, I think. I think they did pretty good. Save the world yet? We're getting there. Yeah, I don't know. The thing with Heian Kyo is, like, having Tsuna be, like, the pseudo-bad guy throughout the whole thing is really fun. And then, I don't know. I feel like they just wanted to get done with Domen. Because the things like Ibuki shows up and she doesn't really do anything. And Kage Kyo shows up and she doesn't really do anything. And fucking... Hey chat, who were the Hell Servants that were summoned to fight you? Do you remember? Can you tell me? In case you don't remember, it was Suzuka and Tota. It's one of the only times that Tota, and Tomoe, it's one of the only times that Tota actually gets to show up on screen. And they fuck it up. No, the Babbage and Babbage, Raiko, and Nursery Rhyme don't count. Can I just say, it's so disappointing for them to kind of not do anything with the idea that MASH is not there, and instead we have a new servant being our protector that we're not as like well versed with in the form of Danzo. They could have done a lot with that to build the dynamic with Danzo, and they just really don't. Which is such a shame because Danzo is such a forgotten character. I'd say arguably because of that. They had the opportunity to do something cool and they just didn't. Hot take. That is a very, very cold take. That is a take that was left outside in winter. Danzo should be a super interesting and fun character, and they don't use her ever. It's just such a shame because Danzo is just such, I don't know. I love Danzo's art, and then they gave her a really dog shit kit, and then they don't do anything with her in the story, and you're just like, well, damn. Who's the most forgotten character? Eric. Nobody. It's one of those things, right? How can you ever say who the most forgotten character is? Because that implies that you remember them. But yeah, the story. Eric shows up one time in the story and then vanishes he shows up in Okeanos and is killed and actually dies for real and doesn't come back. In fact, he appears more often as a stand-in than he does as himself in like main story or what's it called? Events. He very rarely shows up as himself. FGO in general is just potential story, man. It could have been really good, but it isn't. That's a complete and utter lie, and I will damn you to hell for saying that. FGO's story is phenomenal. And they tend to do very well with the characters that they put into those stories. The issue is that there is 500 plus characters and not everybody gets to have the characterization that they deserve. Which is why when I point to the things like Danzo should have been a better written character in this instance, it's so disappointing because it was an opportunity for a character who's been relegated as a side character to actually get screen time and to be done well, but instead they kind of wanted to rush other things and kind of leave that character development elsewhere, which is bad and unfortunate. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. Fellas, hopefully you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. I'm out. Peace out. More of this tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.